Hey everyone, so I wanted to go through the planets and also the yearly influences. I was coaching some people recently and there's a little confusion over it, but it really just requires a little bit more study and clarity. So I thought I would go through it for us today and then I'll take a look at some spreads if I have some time. So for those that are new to the cards, you're looking at the grand solar spread here on the right. This is our current life spread. And on the left side, you have the perfect spread or the spiritual spread, where you can see all the cards are lined up from hearts to clubs to diamonds to spades. So you have the perfect spread on the left, which represents the past life, represents our karma. And you have the imperfect spread on the right here, that represents us playing this game here on Earth. All right? So, when we look at these spreads, you're going to first of all understand and find your birth card. And when you find your birth card, you're going to look at the grand solar spread to understand your life path here on Earth. So as a four of clubs birth card, you would have your Mercury cards, the two of diamonds. You would have your Jack of spades as your Venus card. You would have the eight of clubs as your Mars card. Six of clubs is your Jupiter, four of spades is your Saturn, 10 of hearts is your Uranus card, 10 of diamonds is your Neptune, eight of spades is your Pluto card. That's interesting. Power in Pluto, which is very powerful. And then your result card or reward card would be the Ace of Hearts. And when we look at the four of clubs, you also have a moon card of the Six of Hearts, which is a supportive influence. We'll go through that. And those are mainly the cards I'm going to look at today. You do have, if this is your 10th card, your queen card, your jack card is the ace of diamonds. Your queen card is the queen of diamonds here, and your self-transformed or your 13th card is the five of hearts. Different names from different teachers representing more influences near the end of your life path of what to become and how to model your behavior. So I won't get into those too much because we don't look at them too much for the yearly spread when we're doing interpretations, but let's get right to it. All right, so I used the four of clubs last time. I'm going to use a card down here. I'll just use my own since I know it pretty well. So I am a two of spades. My moon card is the four of diamonds. So when we look at all the planets, there's a description of what that energy influence gives you, and then there's also a description of what the relationship could be like with a person of that card. So as a two of spades, the four of diamonds energy, with it being moon, is a very supportive, nurturing influence since it's my moon card. It also provides me protection, whether it's, protection of physical body, finances. The fours are there to provide protection. Now, when you meet your moon card, these people greatly support you. They're going to be a strong connection for you, strong influence for giving you stuff, helping you, nurturing you, providing that moonlight per se. In your experiences, in my experiences, they're gonna think just the best of you. They follow your lead, and it's a great influence. All of your moon cards are great influences. So you could go back and look at previous relationships with friends, families, partners, and see if you had a moon connection and what that experience was like. So then you have your birth card, your sun card. This is a mirror to how you see yourself. If you meet people that have your sun card, it's a good influence to reveal your qualities, and so your good qualities, and then also your unacknowledged habits or patterns that you can't really see. So you'll be able to see that in them. So then we go to your Mercury card. So Mercury is how you think. It rules your communication, speaking, writing, sharing ideas, driving, transportation. But if you meet a person that's an Eight of Hearts and they're your Mercury card, it's really easy to connect with them mentally. It's easy to talk to these people. It's easy to share ideas with these people. Probably travel with them too. Then you go to your next card, which is Venus. So Venus, Six of Clubs. This would be how a Two of Spades, either what they love or how they love. So, and Venus rules your family, your friends, your relationships, romance, feminine side of life. And you love like this. And anyone you meet that's in your Venus, you're going to kind of feel comfortable with them, love them, just enjoy being around them. It's like an easy, positive influence. It's almost a step lower from Jupiter, where you receive benefit from these people. Good influence for marriage, good influence for partnership with these people. And so it should be a loving influence in your life. Go to your Mars period. And so for the Two of Spades, they have the Six of Spades as their Mars card. And this kind of represents your goals and your passions and your aggression, how you compete, how you get angry. This is the masculine side of life. And it also represents our legal karma in life. It represents, how you might act in big industries that are male dominated versus Venus being more female dominated. So it really represents your Mars side, your competition. And then when you meet these people, these people could be an influence that angers you or makes you competitive with them. But it's also a really good influence for like business partners, and it's good for relationships too. You want a little bit of Mars to keep the passion alive, to keep the interest level high, to keep things moving. Mars is sexual too, so it's good in relationships. You just don't want too many Mars influences. So Mars rules ambition, passion, purpose, and when you meet those people, they could also reveal that to you. Queen of Hearts is the Jupiter card for the Two of Spades. So your Jupiter card is going to be someone you grow from. They're going to provide spiritual and financial blessings, personal development blessings. It's an expansive influence that really gives you the high side of the card in your lifetime position. So Jupiter's going to give us the highs. Jupiter will give us the highs, whereas Saturn is going to give us the low expression of the card to work through. So in your Jupiter period, things should come easier. You should be fortunate, and if you're not, it would have been way worse, because at least you were in Jupiter to help counteract that. And when you meet a Jupiter person, it's a really good influence for marriage or business partners, and it's totally expansive. So good influence. Anyone you meet in that position is going to help you. So our Saturn card is a card that we must learn from. Saturn provides restrictions, burdens, challenges, karmic lessons for us in our lifetime for this card, or if it's a yearly Saturn card. These people are karmic people that come into your life. They, provide a reason. They teach you something, especially having to do with the cards. So like the Ten of Clubs on the low side can overthink, double cross themselves, ping pong back and forth. And they really help you understand to take space for yourself and take space for yourself and not to overdo it, mentally especially. So these people, when you meet them, they'll be a burden. They'll be a teacher. They'll most likely win, especially if it's like clubs. It's going to be arguments or mental pursuits, teaching moments, taskmaster in our life. And Saturn's a lot easier if you give up the fight and you receive the lessons. Uranus. So our Uranus card, for me, it's the Eight of Diamonds. First of all, Uranus is, when you think about it, it could be in the number 7. So it helps you make a pivotal shift. You pivot and adjust your life using this card. This is also an unpredictable period. It's an unsteady period. There are surprises because of Uranus, and things don't go exactly according to plan. But again, with the 7, you don't try to control this. You take a non-attached attitude, and especially with external things. And you try to step into the high side of this card, which for the 8 of diamonds would be to find flow. Don't over-dominate, overpower people. And, material, physical, spiritual riches will come. They will flow for you. And when you meet these people, like when you meet an 8 of diamonds, they are unpredictable. They're unsteady. It's Aquarian. It's an Aquarian type of friendship or relationship where they may come and go, but then you pick right back up from where you started last time you saw each other. No hard feelings. So you cannot control this relationship, especially if they're Uranus to you. They're going to come and go, and you're not going to lock them down. So, understand that. But it's a friendly presence. It's an Aquarian card of your life path. So it's, you just have to know that it's not your Venus. It's not your moon. These people are not following you. They are doing their own thing. And then we go to Neptune. So your Neptune period is in your life. It's what you dream of. It's the fantasies that you project onto others. And you could also have, like during your Neptune period, a lot of self-deception, a lot of fantasies, dreams, nightmares of this card, of what the card represents. Your Neptune period also, your Neptune card or period also deals with drugs and alcohol. So there's some cards that have escapism tendencies, especially if they're in the Neptune column, which is this column. So the cards in this column tend to escape more with drugs and alcohol than the other cards because they are in Neptune, which is ruling drugs and alcohol, water, travel, foreign interests. So, it's really like your lifetime dreams and fantasies. Now, when you meet these people, they may feel really too good to be true. You won't see their faults. You'll have blind spots to them. You'll view the best in them when other people are like, how could you even see that in that person? You just see the good in them. They're dreamy to you. You're not exactly thinking clearly. A lot of relationships that have a Neptune influence do really well because of this influence. So understand that your Neptune person is going to appear too good to be true. And if those rose-colored glasses ever come off, you will see the reality that exists. Okay, so those are the planetary influences. And then I wanted to get into... So these planetary influences, that's for your lifetime, but it's also for your yearly spread. So you'll have a Mercury period, a Venus period, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, every 52 days starting at your birthday. But you also have yearly influence cards, which are your yearly karma. Oh, actually before that, let me go to your lifetime karma and your lifetime karmic gift. So as a 2 of spades, I sit in the position of the 6 of spades in the original spread, in the perfect spread. So since I rent out this spot in this lifetime, I give energy to the 6 of spades, which means the 6 of spades is my first karma card, or my negative karma card, or my karmic challenge in this life. So you will be giving to the 6 of spades energy, or you'll be giving to 6 of spades people. They'll irk you. They'll kind of annoy you. They're going to show you your faults. They're going to challenge you, and subconsciously you might not even know why, but it just exists that way. Now, the 6 of spades people are going to feel really good about you. It's kind of the joke of the universe because you're constantly giving to them, and it's just the direction of the energy flow. So kind of funny there, but your karma card is always going to be where you sit in the past spread. So for the 5 of hearts, their karma is the 4 of diamonds. For the 10 of diamonds, their karma is the Queen of clubs. So the Queen of Clubs receives good from the Ten of Diamonds in this life. The Ace of Spades receives good gifts from the Two of Clubs. Now, if I were to find my positive karma, it's what I just explained. The Two of Spades sits here in the past life spread, which is the Uranus spot. Well, the King of Clubs in this lifetime sits in the Uranus spot. So the King of Clubs gives to the Two of Spades. So in effect, the Two of Spades has a positive karma of the King of Clubs, meaning you get all the high side of the King of Clubs. The thought leader, the communication, the teaching, knowing things, trusting your inner wisdom. So you receive, that's your karmic gift, is whoever's sitting in your spot in this lifetime. For the Ace of Diamonds, their karmic gift is the Ace of Hearts. Since the Ace of Hearts sits in their position, the Ace of Diamonds are good at being alone. They're good at loving themselves. Seven of Clubs receives from the Jack of Spades. The Three of Hearts receives from the Queen of Clubs. So your karmic gift, you receive all the high side of the cards, the high expressions. And your karmic challenge, you receive the low side of the expression, the challenges of the card. All right.